Well, it's good morning from Didsbury Cricket Club. A very early good morning as well, as we are on a full day of cricket today, third 11 finals day, being hosted at Didsbury. And we're about to get underway with match one. Two sides, Didsbury, the hosts and current holders of the T20 trophy, taking on Stockport Georgians, who you will see emerging onto your picture fairly soon. All the players are coming out, and it's Didsbury who have won the toss and elected to bat on a beautiful morning this morning, and we're hoping it stays like this all day and as bright as possible, because we've got a lot of cricket to fit in. See the two umpires out in the middle. That's umpire Parth Kapoor nearest to us at this Pars Wood Road end, and Simon Pomfret at the far end, the Fletcher Moss end. And we're due to start at 10 o'clock, but I think the umpires sensibly have decided that if we're all ready and good to go, we might as well get on a few minutes early. You see the two Didsbury batters out in the middle, Adam Slater nearest to us and Andrew Mashiter at the far end. Mashiter will take first strike, so I would imagine that Georgians have already said that they're going to open from this nearest end to us, the Parswood Road end. Should be an interesting tussle, this one. Two Premier Division sides meeting each other in the semi. North East Cheshire and Ashley are going to be contesting the other semi-final, which is due to start at about 1 o'clock. There we are. See some Georgians players. They are all out there, I can assure you. Just doesn't look like it on our picture, but you'll see them soon enough. And also, because we're going to be switching ends as well, we're going to have live feed from both ends for this final. There's new cameras set up here at Didsbury. Anthony Slater, our technical guru, has been hard at work, and it's just getting better and better here. So umpires waving to us to say that we're going to get ready to start. It will be Andrew Mashiter on strike, with Adam Slater then on strike. Is Mr. Tilley himself going to bowl? No. Just talking to Neil Wakefield, my fellow scorer, and it is going to be Captain James Tilley who's going to start proceedings. His first semi-final. You sure know the format, 20 overs a side, and we're going to get underway 5 minutes early, which is all to the good, as Tilley comes in through Andrew Mashiter for the first ball of this semi-final. On the pad. To start with for Andrew Mashiter. Just looking at the field, fairly orthodox, two men out. I'll see one at deep square leg, and the other one's come round from wide long on, as they're through for a couple. Good running by Adam Slater. Get Didsbury underway. And more runs here for Mashiter, just a single this time. Tips that away behind point. And good shot from Adam Slater to get started with as well. That's going to be 4 runs. First boundary of the morning. That's a nice way to get off the mark. couple of technical issues, sorry about that, but good first over for Didsbury, 9 from it, and good start for Adam Slater. I was going to see Ali Madassa. Left armour, and you'll see him from the Fletcher Moss end. I was just checking the screens.
Come on, boys.
Ali Madassa into Andrew Mashiter. Tidy start.
Yes, here, Ali. Follow that up now, mate. Come on here, boys. Come on, Ali!
And the ball from the Fletcher Moss end, Ali Madassa.
We've got some PA in operation as well, you might be able to hear it in the background.
You've already announced yourself here, mate. Come on, buddy.
Michael Taylor doing the duties today. Mashiter finding this difficult to get away at the moment. Good accurate bowling.
Botala, botala. Yes, here, Ali. Yes, here, Ali. Yes, here, Ali.
Turning into a very good over indeed. 4 dots so far for Ali Madassa. Just having a look around there. We got third man and very wide, long legs. Sid Samuels right in front of us, so the 2 men out
of
the fielding circle. Fairly central pitch-wise, so the boundaries all are equal length-ish. And Mashiter has not got hold of that at all, and he's clipped it straight to James Tilley at square leg. So an early blow for Didsbury as Andrew Mashiter departs. First wicket down with a score on 9. Steve Whiteside is going to come out at number 3 for Didsbury. You'll see him in your picture shortly. But a good early blow for Georgians there. That's what they wanted. Pressure being built up on Andrew Mashiter. Went for the big hit, but trying to break the shackles of 4 dot balls. So Steve Whiteside, see him come to the crease. And he's looking around. It could be what could be a wicket maiden here. There's a tight ring of fielders, 3 on either side. All pretty much back on the fielding circle, but such a fast outfield here at Didsbury. It's difficult to get away, but Whiteside's nicked that away. It should just be 1. Down to third man. It's fielded. So very much Georgians over. Early wicket for them. Is James Tilley going to continue? Yeah, I think he is, yep. So Steve Whiteside down at the far end now, the switch round, so it's Tilly Bone from this Parswood end. Sign carefully forward. Finding it very difficult to get the ball away. Didsbury after a good first over. 7 dots out of the last 8 balls bowled. That sequence continues. Whiteside down the pitch, and he's got that through, and that's going to be 4 runs. Through that gap there, no chance of stopping it. That's nicely worked.
Get loose. Shabash, shabash, yes sir Ali, come on in boys. Coming again now fellas, he's coming again.
So back with the live action as we back with the commentary and a second wicket. Steve Whiteside caught behind, edging through to Carlos Wakefield, which will delight my fellow commentator, fellow scorer rather, Neil Wakefield, his dad. Good catch from him. And Didsbury in some early strife here at 15 for 2 now. As Jamie Collins, the left-hander, comes into bat. Whiteside, Steve Whiteside just making 6 off 8 balls, finding it tough as well. He got 1 boundary away, but other than that, just pretty thin pickings for him. And having won the toss, Didsbury are really on the back foot here early on. Left-hander Jamie Collins.
Yeah, Morgs, keep going. Another tuck off the leg. Another 10. Yeah. there, Ali. Come on, you boy.
So Ali Madassa into Jamie Collins. And there's going to be, he must have missed it because we're going to get a signal of a bye. So got another one whizzing past the edge.
Yes, here now, Ali. Yes, here now, Ali. Another for you here, Ali. Come on here, boys.
So Adam Slater just had 3 balls, Adam. A huge appeal and an enthusiastic one. I'm presuming it must have just pitched outside leg because the umpire was quick to say no, much to the bowler's disbelief.
Yes, Ali. Fantastic, this, Ali. Fantastic, mate.
Slater gets that away. That's going to be a single. They fielded out there on the circle at forward of point.
Yes, here, boys. Brilliant start, this, lads. Yes, Ali.
Lots of people to ask about that. 17 for 2. Just on 1 ball left in this 4th over. Which is solidly defended by Jamie Collins. So another good over from Ali Madassa.
Honestly, check the rules, it's for your club, honestly. I've okayed it with the league. I've got an email from Brian Birtle saying he's eligible. Just up, mate.
New bowler anyway, have we got? Thank you.
You on there, yeah. You up, you in the ring. Push through. Out straighter. Just in now, Sydney.
Good start for Sid Samuel, the new bowler.
Back in you here, Sid. Back in you here, mate.
Adam Slater's got that one away nicely over backward point. It's going to run away for 4. A welcome boundary for Didsbury.
That's your ass, that.
Second 4 for Adam Slater. He's into double figures. 21 for 2. Didsbury.
Shawnee, come square. Just in front of that chalkboard. Yeah.
And he's hit that just over the head of mid-off, and I think that's going to run away again for another 4 runs. So successive boundaries for Adam Slater.
Yes, here, Sydney. Yes, here, Sydney.
25 for 2. Sid Samuel in, and Slater again's going hard, and he's gone the same place and the same result. Another 4 runs. Well, this is good stuff from Adam Slater from a Didsbury perspective.
Go on here, Sydney, back on it, mate, back
Making
on
the
it.
most of the fielding restrictions. Push the man right back now at long off, so he's going to have to keep it pitched up, Sid. Well done. But he's gone the wrong side. That's going to be another 4. 2 straight that time, Sid Samuel. His protections on the offside. And young Adam Slater has had a good year for 2s and 3s. He's been playing.
Go on here, Sydney, go on here, Sydney.
Last ball of this 5th over.
Yes, Sydney. Yes, Sydney. Yes, Sydney.
And drifts that 1 past, which he'll be relieved about. But a good over for Didsbury, 16 from it, those 4 boundaries. 33 off 5. So last over of the power play, and Ali Madassa will continue. 2 for 2 from his 2 overs, so very much the man for Stockport Georgians, and they'll be hoping he can do that again this time, but he's started this time with a wide, just gone a bit too wide. Of course they're much more strictly judged in the T20 competition, so he'll have to do that one again. Another shout. Umpire saying not out, and leg by. Sliding down the leg side.
Yes, sir, now, Ali. Yes, sir, now, Ali.
And that's going to be another wide. It's just this complication of the right and left-hander, which many bowlers struggle with. So these useful extra runs for Didsbury. More like it for Ali Madassa.
Yes, Ali, yes, sir, boys. Energy levels, boys, come on, keep going.
Yeah, nip back into Adam Slater and just cut him in half, so to speak. Nice shot from Adam Slater, firmly hit, and it's very difficult to stop the one there with them both go at the same time. Really hit single, but it's a lovely morning now.
Oh, yes, sir, Ali. Yes,
Back
sir,
end
boys.
of our summer, which has been well, certainly opened out into a wonderful one. If you like your warm weather, as I do, warm and dry. Really good conditions for all the teams to be playing today. It's a change from the last couple of T20 finals. Didsbury have won it 3 years in a row, so been to last 3 finals days. 2 years ago at Timperley, it was there was a cloudburst. It was the beginning of September we played. It was a bit of a cheerless day, and we had a cloudburst in the final halfway through, a big delay. Last year at Bramhall, a lot of rain prior to the match as Jamie Collins gets underway. There's his own account underway with a single, now to third man.
Finish off now, Ali.
It wasn't so much rain on the day last year, but it was very wet the day before, and all the games in Cheshire were called off. Certainly on the first 11 matches were, and the third 11 finals day the following day had to be rejigged a bit. We got it played. The two semis were reduced in an overs length, but today Adam Slater just covers up sensibly to conclude another testing over from Ali Madassa. It's 3 overs 2 for 6 for him as Didsbury conclude the power play. 38 for 2. Thank you. So yes, today it'll be very different from the previous couple of years. I don't think there's any chance of a rain interruption. We're just hopeful that the light will hold for the whole of the day. A lot of cricket to fit in the time that we have with reasonable daylight. So, field changing now as Moise Ishak is going to bowl. Just getting the PA announcement sorted out, and let's just have a look where the fielders have spread. Trading outliners who've got a long off. We've got a fine leg. Well, we have got a fine leg, and we've got a third man, a deep extra cover, and a deep square legger out. So it's just the minimum number in for Georgians, the 4 men in the circle, and they're all right back on the fielding circle itself. So plenty of runs around now. And I have to say, I don't know about you, Neil, but I never quite understand this. Just because the power play's over, they've been bowling perfectly well, and then suddenly everybody disappears, and it looks to me a lot easier to score. Just because the 6 overs are up doesn't mean you have to just have 4 in. We'll see if it pays off or not for Georgians. It's got a slight delay while we're sorting the sight screen out. This looks like left arm over the wicket from Ishak. Let's see how he gets on. Bowling to Jamie Collins. Oh, he's right arm round, I beg your pardon. But, coming around for the left-handers. That's a single straight away, you see, for Jamie Collins. It's over the wicket now to Adam Slater, who's clipped that away nicely, and there's going to be a couple there, I think. He's hit that into a big gap. And they're looking again possibly for a third, but no, it's 2. 2 will do.
Yes, Moise, yes, Moise. Backing up.
Single there again, and that's a bit of a clumsy attempt to stop the ball, and they're going to get a couple. Having only gone out to point, it was a bit closer that throw perhaps than they might have anticipated, but nonetheless a bit of football in the outfield. Didsbury have pinched another run there, 43 for 2. Good cricket from Adam Slater. And nicely done again, that being 2 more. You see, there's all these gaps have appeared now. And in fact, that's gone for 4. It's gone that fast. Adam Slater has found the boundary again for the 6th time. Into the 30s now, 32, just 17 balls. Adam Slater. And some thinking for Georgians to do. You can't quite see it on the screen, but from where I'm looking in the scorebox, it's just huge. There's nobody on the leg side. 1 man on the leg side in the circle. So there's runs everywhere. on that side, and unless Moiseshak can do that, and
Go on in, boys, go on in, boys.
straight back, and Adam Slater will know he's missed out there, because just a slight turn of the wrists anywhere on that leg side is at least one. Unless it's straight to the man. He's just forward of the square leg umpire. He's the only one in the circle on the leg side. That's down the ground. That should just be a single to long off. So that's a good over. 10 from it for Didsbury, and they move on to 48 or 2 off 7. And you can see this partnership already. Adam Slater with a lion's share of the runs, but Jamie Collins playing an important part, just keeping the strike rotated. Now Tilly is going to come back himself from the far end, so Ali Madassa's, he's going to keep an over of Ali Madassa up his sleeve. So yeah, it's just a change of ends for James Tilley, and again just the 4 men in. Short fine leg backward point. Well, he's going out to extra cover now. That fielder just out of your shot there, and mid wicket. 2 back on the leg side square boundary. Long off, long on. I presume, yeah, man on cover, so nobody behind on the boundary. Oh. You might have heard James Tilley there in disbelief that he didn't get that decision. Very confident appeal, but not out. We think bat involved here. You'll have been able to see it better on your screens at home. Easy run there for Adam Slater.
Yeah, Youngie. I would be the sick bowler,
Just looking around at the field here to see the man's going out. So he's coming to deep backward square, and we'll see another fielder scurrying across to go to square leg. So deep backward square. Now he's at short fine leg. He's gone to that fielder's coming there. Short third man. Cover long off and wide long on. There's a run there, Jamie, but Jamie Collins not wanting to take that on.
Go on, Italy, go on, Italy!
But this time, takes it this time. That's another single. And that's the Didsbury 50 up in the 8th over. So they're making it in good time, but only a couple of wickets did set them back. I'd imagine they're going to be looking at least at 160 on this pitch in outfield. Well, that's a long way away at the moment.
Yes, Tilly, yes, Tilly. Up, boys, up.
But so again, another one of the myths of T20, that it's all got to be crash bang wallop. You still get a decent score just working the ball around. No opportunities to hit the ball. Bad ball, leg by there. Slated to end that's 8th over. 51 for 2. Didsbury just have to bear that in mind. They don't need to go mad. To get the kind of score that's really going to put some pressure on Georgians. I think second, Moiseshak is going to have a second over. Just a slight delay while Adam Slater's just had a quick drink, but Finalized will take that into account. There is a strict time limit on the overs, the time the overs have to be bowled in. So, all these things have to be allowed for too. As Moise Zishak is into Adam Slater, who's gone for the big shot into the outfield. I think he's got it wide enough. He has indeed, wide enough of the man. That's it, deep mid wicket. Another boundary for Adam Slater, and this has been a really fine innings from him. 38 now off 24 balls, 7 fours, and he's really given Didsbury some early momentum. Slower ball, and Slater's gone for that. I think he's been that one. That's gone all the way, has it? Yes, it has. Great shot. Great shot from Adam Slater. Slower ball from Moise Zishak. So we've got some PA activity as well going on, so it's a bit of fun with that. We've got a decent little crowd in, good number of people down from Georgians, not too far to travel, and it's good to see them. Spice of cricket from Adam Slater's single there into the outfield. And plenty of Didsbury members around as well, so good atmosphere already. Barbecues going. Very popular already, and pretty good, I thought. Neil, did you think the barbecue? We've had a bit of breakfast from there, yeah, indeed. Listening at Stockport Georgians, I'm up umpiring your ones next week, so I shall be expecting champagne on ice in the dressing room. That's going to be a wide. Zishak just struggling to adapt to the right-left hand change coming around the wicket. Another welcome run for Didsbury. But yes, it's a good crowd. It'll be a good day down here at Didsbury today, and super conditions to be watching in as well. Another one. Just talking about that time limit for overs. This is all the sort of thing that really does drag it out, and there's no allowance for these wides have to be bowled again, of course. And that one has taken this partnership to 49 for 35 balls to the pair of face between them. And another one, so 3 in succession, and that is the that one does bring up the 50 partnership. 36 balls for that. That's a welcome turnaround for Didsbury after the blow of those 2 early wickets in the power play. And a test for Moises. He's coming over the wicket now, back over, which might benefit him a bit more. Gets away for a single, Jamie Collins. He's going to have to. This will be a minimum 9 ball over, which is. It's getting pretty warm out there as well. So you don't want to be bowling any more deliveries than you have to. Already gone for 25 off the 10 balls he's bowled. Moise Zishak, so be conscious of that, I'm sure. And that's going to be possibly another boundary. It's running so fast away from the outfield. Well stopped. No, it's hit the rope, I think. Has it hit the rope? I think that hit the rope, umpire. Just waiting for a signal to confirm that. Yeah, 4 runs. It did look as though it was. I feel they got a boot to it, but it rolled back onto the rope. It was going so quickly, as it will do. Adam Slater now on to 49 himself. Just after 27 balls, 8th 4 he's hit. And there's a single that brings up 50. We'll hear the applause for him, and right and well deserved. A brilliant 50 from Adam Slater. Just 28 balls. That's been really encouraging. Over 20 runs from it as well in total. You can see the damage that's done to the Georgians' bowling figures. Moise Zishak suffering there at the bottom. Can happen in T20. And Adam Slater, as we say, on to 50. And what a super innings that's been. So some thinking for James Tilley to do. He's Georgians captain. He's coming in for his last over. Now I made it. That lasted 6 minutes, that over. I made that, which is too long, even with the wides. We'll see what the umpires decide to do about that later. We'll just have a single away for Adam Slater. And I'm sure well, at least I'm hopeful the umpires will be keeping the captain in touch with where he's up to overs wise and what needs to happen. There will be some allowances for moving sight screens, I'm sure, and that kind of thing, but I'm not sure how much. Nice shot from Jamie Collins, just sensibly getting Adam Slater on strike. That's the job Jamie Collins has done. He's not known for his fiery stroke play, but in last year's T20 he played two absolutely crucial innings in the quarter-final and the final itself, where he just came in and played a steady hand, enabled other players to hit, and Adam Slater's gone aerial again there. And it stopped a bit more football on the boundary this time, an effective bit of football. Stops 2 runs. Fielder got the big boot to it, which I must say these days is my favourite fielding method. Let's get the size 10s on it if you can. And effective enough there. It stopped 2 runs at least as the fielder scurried round from wide long off. So there's 2 balls left for James Tilley in his spell today. And Slater's gone big, and I think has he got it? Oh, he's got it way over, long on for his second 6, and that's another super shot, a really confident shot from the young man.
Blue ball, please.
And this will be another delay now because that's gone through the fencing into the business park.
Rowan, you get the towel. It's in the corner, and this is the signal for it. Rowan, just grab a quick water for the umpires, please. What? Get some water real quick. Right. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's alright. Land the ball.
Right, I think we're ready to reconvene. There should be more spare balls available. All sides should have these done. We've got this delay here, which I suppose will cut Georgians a bit of slack because it's not their fault. It's going to be a wide, and going to be 2 wides in fact. Look to be going down the leg side. Yeah, 2 wides. So that's 83. The score. So this should be the last ball of James Tilley's spell, and then we'll be halfway through at the end of this one, and it's going to be another nice easy single for Jamie Collins. Absolutely the right way to play. Down the ground for a single, so another good over for Didsbury. 13 off that one, so that's 33 off the last 2.
Great stuff, fellas, keep it going.
Didsbury reach halfway at 84 for 2. Thank you. I've heard my fellow scorer
At the halfway point, Didsbury are 84 for 2 from 10.
Neil Wakefield let me know that Ben Morgan's going to come on a bowl. James Tilley, just look at him, 4 overs, none for 29. Just expensive in that last one.
New ball from the Parkwood end, Ben Morgan.
They stand now building up nicely. 69 for 46 balls. And Georgians, after that early boost, will now be looking to break this partnership as soon as they can. But obviously for Didsbury, it's been an excellent one. Jamie Collins, just 6 runs in a stand of 69. But that's what partnerships are about. Somebody just staying there, rotating the strike and providing the impetus for the other player, the man in form, seeing the ball well, to go on and hit the bigger shots. And again, just a nice easy single. Good cricket from Jamie Collins, good cricket from Didsbury. I was saying he played 2 vital knocks of this type last year. Very tight quarter-final win at Hardware. Didsbury were 30 for 5 batting firmly, and then Didsbury were wobbling. Lost 4 wickets in an over while Jamie came in. And again, managed to turn it around. It's a full toss, and Adam Slater will tuck into that. It's 4 or 6. 6. I know he hit it well. I don't know he did it that well, but what another fantastic shot from the young man. 3 sixes in 3 overs he's hit now. Adam Slater is really getting a taste for it. I think that one stayed within the field of play, so yeah, we've got that back fairly quickly. There's a bit of a concern if it goes out through the railings, but got that one back quick enough. So some thinking for Ben Morgan to do. I want to pitch it this time, but he has done down the leg side, and that's only going to be a single. For 2. So that's what's that now? 41 off the last 2.5 overs. Didsbury have scored, which is a terrific acceleration for them. Big gap on this leg side for Jamie Collins. Let's through like there. There might even be 2 there. It's that big a gap, and it will be 2. Fielders round quickly, but can't prevent 2 runs. Not far away from rolling onto the helmet there. That was well claimed by Carlos Wakefield. Slightly wayward throw from the outfield, and looked to me to be making a beeline for the helmet. Would have been the last thing Georgians needed, but was stopped in the end. Again, easy single this time, Jamie Collins. To double figures now, and he's batted really well. For me, 10 off 14, but it's done the job. This partnership now worth 80. And just 51 balls faced, so that's roughly 8 overs, 8 and a bit overs. But here's the man who's been doing the lion's share of the scoring, Adam Slater. Big 6 already in this over. Again, just playing it nicely, and he's going to get a couple here at least, I think. I know it's going to go for 4. It's run right away from the field. It didn't look to have gone that far past him. But another super over for Didsbury. Finishes with a boundary, 15 from it. So 48 off the last 3 overs. That's taken Didsbury to 99 for 2. At least for Ben Morgan, although it was an expensive over, there were no extras in it. Hi Ryan. Hiya. So some relief for him at least. As Sid Samuel is going to return to the attack. There's Tilly having bowled out. Just 1 over for Sid Samuel. It went for 16. Just looking at the time situation. So where are we now? 55. So 10 past 11 I make the cut-off time for Georgians to get 9 overs in, or be starting the last over by then. Should do that. Oh, I thought so. So Sid Samuel just composing himself from the Fletcher Moss end, pulling to Jamie Collins. That's a nice firm hit down the ground, long off round. A single.
Returning from the Fletcher Moss end, Sid Samuel.
100 up for Didsbury with that single. Just in my notes, and it's going to be a free. Oh yeah, he's just got it away for 4 in the end. Adam Slater. I didn't know if he'd hit it too well and right down the fielder's throat. It was coming in off the deep mid-wicket boundary, and I don't think the fielder himself knew either. And midway through, couldn't make up his mind whether to stick or twist, go for the catch or stop the boundary. In the end, did neither. Unfortunately, the ball bounced past him. Another boundary. Oh, that's one hit too many, is it? No, it's dropped safe, and it's going to skew away for yet another 4 for Adam Slater. What an innings this is from the young man. 11 4s now to go with 3 6s. He's on to 78. Didsbury 108 for 2. That 160, which I said was a minimum, I reckon is coming more into range now. Still time for things to turn around, of course, but Georgians have got some problems stopping this flow of runs. Nice safe clip from Adam Slater. Just a single out there this time. So that's 10 off 4 balls. Well done. And we did say, didn't we, that when the power play finished, which had been such well, probably a better one for Georgians than Didsbury, I would say. Red dot ball there, I'll be relieved with that. But we did say that the field was just suddenly pushed back, having exerted all the pressure with the fielders in the ring. That's one of the things that got Andrew Mashiter out, for example. He just couldn't break through, and then suddenly there's scoring opportunities everywhere. And that's definitely played into Didsbury's hands. A single there, straight to the man. But if the 2 batsmen go straight away, nothing can be done to stop that. So that's another good over. 11 off that one. For Didsbury, we moved on to 110 for 2. 8 overs remaining. Hello. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So 59 runs have come off the last 4 overs as Ben Morgan looks to try and turn the tide for Georgians. Jamie Collins going to be away off the strike again with another single. Partnership now 96. Right, it doesn't seem to be 5 minutes ago that we were announcing a 50 partnership. That's gone really quickly. Adam Slater's field acceleration, 79 out of 111, is a fantastic effort in any form of the game. Has hit that hard, but well caught. Well caught by Moise Ishak, and is that the breakthrough that's going to turn things round? He hit it very hard, Adam Slater, but straight to mid-off. Moise Ishak held on to a good catch, and Adam Slater is out. Balls were 79 off 39 balls. Come off to a big round of applause. 3 6s and 11 4s in that innings.
39 balls with 11 4s and 3 6s.
And a very warm round of applause from everybody watching, and that has been absolutely brilliant. As Enam Hock strides to the middle. Partnership in the end 96 of 60 balls, which has really put Didsbury back into a strong position, but we'll see what difference the wicket makes. We were just saying that a breakthrough has got to come somewhere. I think a bit of fatigue in that dismissal as well. Adam Slater just hitting out, which is fair enough, entitled to do that, but a good catch Very good catch held by Moise Ishak there. It was right in front of us. And Enam uncharacteristically away with a cautious single. Sent in to clear the boundary as many times as possible, I would expect. But he's off the mark nicely there with a single. Didsbury can just go sensibly for a couple of overs here in my view. Oh, goodness me. I mean, this is... his phone's dropped out of his pocket. Sort of thing you only... Well, I say you only see in third 11 cricket. I was umpiring a game, a first 11 game. The side shall remain nameless. But Cheadle's Liam Fitzpatrick handed his phone to the umpire when he came out to, but the other, my colleague, I'd have told him to take it back off. Anyway, that's more akin to third 11 cricket. And oh dear, another little delay, which will count in Georgians' favour. Give him a lot more time allowance. Oops, that's a poor piece of fielding from James Tilley. It's through his hands at mid-off, and that's another run. Thankfully, the man behind him, coming round from long off, was alert.
Put him, Mugs.
If he'd have been on his heels, it could have been a boundary. But as it is, 2 runs.
Put him, Mugs.
114 for 3. No, you said it exactly the same player in exactly the same way. And not but, there we are. Maybe just getting his breath back after the 2. I want to press on now, Jamie. Get Enam on strike, and he's done it this time. Another single out onto the leg side. No, he hasn't actually done it because he's pinched the strike. So that is a little bit more in range. It's 5 runs from that over in total. And that finally drags it back. For Georgians, 115 for 3, 7 overs remaining. Sid Samuel is going to continue.
Go on, Sydney.
Yeah, that was a good recovery from Ben Morgan. Just 5 off that over. No boundaries, no extras either. They're doing a little better in that regard now, Georgians. But only extras for 3 overs now, so they'll be better off for that. So let's see what these two can produce. 2 overs for 27 so far, Sid Samuel. Single there, and just a leisurely single low, as you can see. The 2 players just jogging through, and I think Enam will be Enam Hock on strike now will be keen to put the ball beyond the rope as soon as he can. He's going to have to play a good shot.
Go on, Sydney.
With his men back, 5 men. Sorry, correction, 4 men back, long off, long on, deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. Nobody back on the offside cover boundary. Well, he went for it, you see, and he's got an under edge on that. He's got 4 something, yes, he did get an under edge on it, so he did clear the rope, but not in the manner he was aiming for, certainly. Didsbury not complaining, another boundary for them. 13th 4 of the innings to go with 3 sixes by Adam Slater. That's splendid innings of his. The first boundary for Enam Hock. Unfortunate for Sid Samuel there. There's a run there, Enam. Very studious forward defensive. He looked as if he was admiring it for a while, but you need to
Sydney.
Get some runs for it as well. Jamie Collins, just 1 man back on the square leg side boundary. Be mindful of that. It's just pushed out into the offside. Long off around to field and a single. 22. And As I say, these men back on the fence will not deter Enam from trying to clear it. That's a slower ball. Brave one from Sid Samuel. He's got away with it. Came down as a full toss, but Enam was, I think, threw the shot a bit too early. Clothed it out really to deep square leg. Just a single.
Go on it, Sydney, go on it, Sydney!
That was a brave ball. But credit to Sid Samuel. Got away with it. Last ball of this 14th over. And that's going to be another single down the ground. Nicely, well fielded. Really nicely fielded. I think that was Ali Madassa down there. Oh, nice piece of fielding. Good pick up, good throw in. Good over 9 from it from Didsbury's perspective. They'll be pleased with that. 14 gone. And we'll see there Adam Slater dominating proceedings so far. Fantastic innings. But Jamie Collins at 19, although it might not look a lot runs wise, has been very, very valuable indeed for the team. Ben Morgan, 2 overs for 20, a very good last over, just 5 from it and a wicket. He's continuing on. Another single, Jamie Collins, that's fine. Keeping the scoreboard moving, the strike rotating. Have to switch between left and right-handed, and it's not easy to do with the wides being so strictly judged as well. Keep it off his legs, Ben Morgan. Not there. There's nobody out there at all. Oh, there is. I said, but well, he's that well disguised. It's still gone for 4. Was a man who was just out of my view. Kind of a very wide, long off, I'm going to call that. Scarpered round, got a hand to it. Too much momentum on the ball. Carried it over the ropes. Second 4 for Enam Hock. That one a bit more where he was intending it. A single there. 130 up for Didsbury. So that 160 minimum that I mentioned should be more in range now. It's be super batting conditions so for Georgians. It's of our hybrid pitches here at Didsbury. Looks in super order. Bounce is good, carries good, and full value for shots. That's going to be a leg by. Jamie Collins, so keeping the scoreboard moving. That's the important thing.
Hello. We were meant to be in the test match today, so we've come down to watch some.
We've got a couple of people in fancy dress. You might just have heard them saying they were. Like a lot of people in these parts, had test match tickets for today, but of course no cricket at Old Trafford. So good for them to come down and watch some live cricket here. Now there might be 2 there if there's no, didn't get it out as far as I thought. Just a single for Enam Hock. Didsbury scoring off every ball, which is the important thing now. We just had 4 dots in the last, nearly 5 overs now. That's excellent from Didsbury's perspective. Good batting, sensible batting. And that's a nice shot from Jamie Collins, who's got it wide of the point fielder, and that's his first boundary. Last ball of the over, proving costly. 12 runs coming from the over in total.
As you'll have noticed, our lovely barmaid Rose has just arrived.
136 for 3.
The bar will be open. Ooh.
Jamie Collins under 24 now, 27, and this has been a really valuable innings from the left-hander. Just ticking this over nicely. 5 overs remaining, a chance to go beyond 170 now. As Sid Samuel's going to bowl his last over. Still got Ali Madassa for 1. James Tilley. I wonder if that might not be a bit too late though. Maybe you should have brought him back possibly, I don't know. It's easy for us to speculate in the scorebox. Anyway, it's going to be Sid Samuel. Has bowled Enam Hock. Went too early, Enam. went for the big shot, and a good straight ball has done the trick for Sid Samuel. Just held it back possibly a little bit. And Ian Amok's brief but entertaining stay has ended. As the Didsbury captain John Battersby has rushed out into the middle as he needs to do.
Ian Amok made 13 from 8 balls. The new batsman is Didsbury captain John Battersby.
That's the 4th wicket gone. Ian Amok a brief 13, 8 balls, but effective. 13 off just 8. So well ahead of the rate. John Battersby, another left-hander, so 2 left-handers in now. See if that makes it a little bit easier for Georgians to adjust. A typical casual lean on the ball has got him a couple of runs, John Battersby. Not the most deliberate of twos in that sense. He just wanted to get some bat on the ball, but he squirted it away for a couple, so he'll be pleased with that, and he's away. And again, just another 2 there's going to be, because he's hit it so gently, and I'm going to say he did that deliberately, John Battersby. The men are quite a long way back. Only one in that. The man coming round from extra cover on the 30-yard circle, and the man coming in from the boundary. And again, that's going to be a single this time. Good diving stop, parrying the ball at point. Right. There's Ishak, just keeps it to a single. 141 now for 4. Didsbury just need to capitalise on these last 5 overs now. Sensible batting like this. As we were saying earlier, you can accrue a lot of runs just through orthodox stroke play. You don't need to go mad. And that's exactly what Didsbury have done. Hit the bad balls, but accumulated really well. One past the edge there. Victorina. Please again for Sid Samuel. His 4 overs are done. 4 overs for 42 for him with a wicket.
Get through, lads, get through.
Got a dot ball out of that last one. You can see that Didsbury run rate's climbed quite healthily. It's just hovering around 9. Last 4 overs now in play. And Morgan's going to bowl out from this Parswood end.
Sid Samuel finishes a spell, 4 overs and 1 for 42.
He's bowled pretty well, 1 for 31. Not a great first over, but pulled it back nicely in the second over. A couple of boundaries in the last over, which is going to happen sometimes, just when they're going to play good shots. And they say the outfield here is so quick. Very difficult to stop once it's past you. He's bowling into Jamie Collins. He's gone for a big swing. Having said, I talked about the benefits of orthodox stroke play. Jamie suddenly out of character. Just looking at our young wicketkeeper Finlow, looking ambitious, keen to get out there and put bat on ball. But, you'll watch the 2 left-handers at the moment. Jamie Collins, he's got hold of this one, but still only going to be a single.
Good this Morgs, good here fella, good here Morgs.
I think he might have been better off just pushing that first one rather than going for a more out of character. We've got plenty of carrots coming in now to Didsbury. They're all in their test match fancy dress, but they timed their arrival just for the opening of the bar, so we'll be pleased about that. Again, just nice easy single for him.
Good this Morgs, good this Morgs.
He's content to push this ball around at the moment, Didsbury. Just looking at the offside field again now. There's a man back at deep extra cover rather, and a man at point on the offside, and a third man. It's gone down the ground. Oh, fine diving effort from the captain himself, James Tilley. Went for the catch, couldn't quite get there. Just a single. Brave diving effort. Thudded into his body, I think, that one. But he made sure the ball didn't spin past him. And that was real captaincy by example. So we know the ball's it should be being pitched up anyway. Anything short will be punished. That's going to be a leg bye. Fourth leg bye. Just looking on 12 extras here.
No carrots.
Just look at this Didsbury innings so far. 36 dots is all that they've played out. So that's a pretty good effort from the batters. They've profiting off most deliveries. As a single ends that over. And a good spell for Ben Morgan. 4 overs for 35 from him. I think he's bowled pretty well. Not an easy time to bowl, for sure. And Didsbury 147 now with 3 overs left. Just going to want to add a little bit of acceleration now. Thank you.
Go on in, boys.
We'll see Ishak. So it'll be 2 overs from Muzzy Ishak and then 1 over from Ali Madassa. But both bowlers are going to have to swap ends, which I'm not sure is ideal at this stage. And we're looking for time, 11:04. So we said 11:10 was the cut-off. There'll be at least 1 over allowance, I would have thought. So they should be all right, Georgians, in that regard. That's a wide though, and there'll be 2 wides in fact. Comes in, yep, 2 wides.
Returning from the Fletcher Moss end, Moise Ishak.
Which is a welcome start for Didsbury.
Ben Morgan finished his spell 4 overs, 1 for 35.
Oh, that was a pick of ball, and you can see Moise Ishak trying to jog back to his mark. That's sensible from him. Just keep your eye on the ball, young man. There you go. Well done. See that happen when the ball is returned to the bowler and goes sailing past him and an overthrow is taken. But he's done that well. In again. Pitched it nicely. That's thought he got a bit more on it than he actually did, John Battersby. But the Didsbury 150 up. Projections at the moment between 166 and 173. 173 is going to take a bit of getting. Made a couple of boundaries at least. Haven't had a boundary since these two have been into bat, so Georgians will be pleased with that at least to stop that rate of things. That's well stopped again on the 30-yard circle. Ball flying into the field really hard, but he did well just to get behind it, at least try and stop it getting past him. And a single the result. So yeah, no boundaries since the 15th over, which Georgians will be pleased with. It's going to be a couple, I would think. Get down, young man. Yes, he's fielded it well now. Sam Duckworth. 2 runs, John Battersby, but smart piece of fielding there. That was travelling, that ball.
Go on in, boys. Go on in, boys.
153 for 4. Didsbury captain facing. That's a full toss. He's going to get away. He's not going to get away. He's going to get away with it as a no ball. It's not going to be a no ball, no. But 4 runs, and that's the boundary that Didsbury were looking for. Not the ball Mo Ishak was wanting to deliver, though. It's 10 off the over now, and he's got the wide to bowl again from the first ball now. Gets away with the dot ball. John Battersby trying to hit it into the Wilmslow Road, missing. So that's the end of the 18th over. 157 for 4. 42 off the last 5 so far for Didsbury. Just 2 more overs remaining, and Ali Madassa is going to switch ends. 3 overs, 2 for 6. Super figures for him. His left arm over. But a challenge to change ends. 2 left-handers. Hasn't bowled since the 7th over, so a bit of time in the outfield for him. Just getting things organised now. This won't be helping Georgians. It's 11:08 and we've got 2 overs to bowl, so they're going to be 1 over out, but I think they'll probably get an allowance for that, so this should be okay, assuming this doesn't take too long to bowl. He's down the ground for a single. John Battersby halfway down looking for a 2, but that wasn't going to be on. So yeah, I think it should just about be okay, unless he has a disaster with wides in this over. Oh, that's a wide, you see, straight away, and there's going to be 2 wides. Oh, bye. No, bye indeed. It must have got some... must have got something on it, so just a bye. No extra ball. 159 for 4, so we're excuse me, up to that minimum 160 that I thought Didsbury would need as a minimum to defend. How far past that we can get our DNA now. A no ball, and this will be a free hit. Just a single, but there's an extra one for the no ball as well. So John Battersby's free rein off this ball now. Not the time, and this is the difficulty of switching ends. Isn't such a good rhythm before Ali Madassa. Oh, he's going for the huge hit. John Battersby, he's got a leg bye for his pains, 1 on the body. So a bit of an escape there for Ali Madassa. 5 from this over, and we're only halfway through it. It's a nice shot from Jamie Collins. That's going to be 4. Helped on its way round the corner, 4 runs. And what an excellent knock this has been from the left-hander. 35 off 36. Played a super foil for Adam Slater in that stand of 96 earlier. This partnership now worth 30. And the score was 15 for 2, Jamie Collins. And that looked like a while, but no, it must have clipped something again on the way through. 15 for 2 in the 4th over when Jamie Collins came in. He's batted right through now. He's had 151 runs in total, which is absolutely superb. He's gone for the scoop to the loud acclaim of his support Didsbury fans, and he's got 4 runs. Couldn't be stopped by the man coming round at fine leg. An expensive penultimate over, 13 from it. Ali Madassa finishes with 2 for 17 off his 4, still wonderful figures, but with his first 3 overs only gone for 6. That was not what he will have wanted, and as I say, had a tough job coming back, changing ends. And that's never easy to do. So the last over, just outside the cut-off time, but as I say, I think with the allowance that should be given, we should be okay. Moise Ishak to bowl it. He's straight on with the action. Full toss. Oh, I nearly think I was going to jump onto the helmet. No, it's quite wide a bit. It's going to be yeah, throw would have run him out easily, but 2 byes for John Battersby. Might as well take the risk now. Plenty of wickets in hand, of course.
Go in, boys.
Didsbury 172 for 4 as Battersby's smashed that into the outfield, and he's gone for 4 or 6. I think just 4. Umpires unsighted. They'll need to just check with the fielder. Yeah, 4 runs. We couldn't see at all what had happened to it. The fielder dashed round in vain.
Go in, boys.
Didsbury power on to 176. Anything above 180 really will take some getting. It's hit hard and just stopped by the man at mid-wicket. That's all he could do.
Boys.
Straight at him. But, got his body behind it very bravely. Probably stung his hand as well. Span up. Single.
Go on in, Moisey.
Jamie Collins is tucked into that short. Is that 6? That's 6. That has gone for 6, and that is what Jamie Collins can do. What a great shot.
Good ball there.
Sean, in.
Go on in, boys.
2. Just a single for Jamie Collins there. And he'll finish, unless it's he gets back on strike somehow. 46 not out of 40 balls. What an effort from him. Didsbury 184 for 4. So they've added exactly 100 in this. Just overrun the ball there. 3 runs to finish for Johns Battersby. 17 off the final over, and 187 for 4 is the Didsbury total. So 103 runs added in the final 10 overs. And they've got 1 foot in the final now, Didsbury. It's up to them. Of course, they have to do the job with the ball, and that's up to them to do. But a tremendous effort so far that really has given them a real springboard to go on and win this game.
If you finish at 187 for 4, with Collins and Battersby playing on 51 off 30 balls.
So 187 for 4. You'll see the graphics coming up on the screen, and we'll start again in approximately 10 minutes' time. So welcome back to our coverage of 311 T20 Finals Day here at Didsbury. We've seen an excellent display from the hosts, Didsbury, the current T20 holders, the 311 competition, making 187 for 4 in their 20 overs. recovering from 15 for 2 at one stage. But, some super hitting from Adam Slater, 79 off 39, and then latterly Jamie Collins, 46 off 40. He batted for all but 3.5 overs of the innings, Jamie Collins, and was responsible for providing support for Adam Slater and then for the later innings as well. This pair added 51, just over 5 overs. 149 runs came off the non-power play overs. 38 conceded in the power play. So, as we said on the commentary, I think Georgians missed a trick by pushing the field back a bit too early. It's going to be Mohammad Rahmani anyway to bowl. Saj Hussain is going to take strike, and Sajid Ayub, the non-striker.
Opening the bowling for Didsbury from the Fletcher Pars Wood end, Mohammad Rahmani.
And it's going to be, as we say, Mohammad Rahmani to open from this Parswood end, and Saj Hussain and Saj Ayub have got the initial task of trying to somehow score this 188 needed for victory. It'll be some chase if they can do it. 9.5 and over almost required. The power play just 2 men out, so the time, and starts with looked a bit wide, but no, umpire says that's fine. Dot ball, and it's looking out at the field, and then back at fine leg and deep extra cover. That's Finn Lowe at deep extra cover. Normally be keeping Finn, but he may be needed to bowl, I'm told. So Adam Slater, the batting hero for Didsbury. Wide ball this time is called. Get Georgians' account off and running. So yes, I'm told Finn might be needed to bowl. Just looking at the Didsbury options. Rahmani and Enam Hop. David Bowman will bowl. Rohan Agarwal will bowl. 4 definites. And it's pushed away nicely. That's going to be at least 2. Run away a long way. And yeah, indeed, they're going for 3. Yeah, and they've run 3. Thought it would be at least 2, and it is a very fast outfield, as we keep saying. Rohan Agarwal, who's no slouch, still only just got up with the ball, although it was just pushed away very gently by Saj Hussain. So that brings Sajid Ayub. They both got caps on, haven't they? I just realised that. There we are, paying attention. That's well fielded at backward point by Andrew Mashita. That would have been a certain boundary. Well hit. Sajid Ayub, just a single low for him. He's off the mark. Didsbury just make a few alterations, just strengthening the offside field here. So we've now got short third man, backward point, cover, deep extra cover on the boundary and mid off. So it's just 3 men on the leg side, which is where Rahmani will wanting to be keeping it. In terms of the line, just deep mid on, mid wicket, and fine leg. And it's a substitute fielder, Richard Daniel. Oh dear, that's gone through the wicket keeper though, and that's the sub fielder in action, but his first action will be to get it back from the boundary, as that's gone for 4 byes through the wicket keeper's hands. A bit of an untidy start from Didsbury here. 9 already. Batsmen are... Well, there's a bit of a conflab going on here. It's not over. We've got 1 ball left, haven't we? Yeah. Got 1 ball left. I presume that's what the umpires are talking about. Yeah, still there's just 1 ball left. There's some confusion for a moment. So yes, I was saying Richard Daniel on for Jamie Collins just at the moment, and he had to scurry around from fine leg to just return the ball from the boundary. Oh, that's off the edge, and that's going to be 4 more. It's beaten the dive of third man. Or, a boundary off the bat this time to end a good first over for Georgians. 13 off it. And see the 2 opening Stockport Georgians batters. Off to a positive start, and we're going to have Rohan Agarwal from the the far end for us, the Fletcher Moss end, but you'll see the camera switch around. So we're just down now at kind of 2 o'clock. Rohan Agarwal. Yeah, okay. So a very talented spin bowler, Rohan Agarwal. He's
Bowling from the Fletcher Moss end.
very popular cricketer. He's eligible to play in the second 11 finals day and played a big part in that, bowled in the power play there in both matches. Didsbury 2's won that competition, and he also took a stunning one-handed catch on the boundary as well in the second 11 T20 final, which still very happy to talk about, rightly so. It really was a stunner. Anyway, job with the ball in hand now. Sajid Ayub on strike. Looking to make the most of just having 2 fielders out. Deep mid wicket is out. And there's nobody out there though, that's for sure, and that's gone straight through mid off for 4 runs. So deep mid wicket and deep backward square leg of the men out of the circle, so yeah, anything hit that firmly and into the gap. There's a boundary, so both batsmen have found the fence now. Georgians under 17. He might have got that through again, has he? It can't be stopped. So I thought the fielder was going to catch it, but he's running away from us as we're looking, and that's successive 4s for Sajid Ayub, hitting the ball hard and hitting it very well as well into the gaps all along the ground. Great start for Georgians. 21 already. We're pushing a man out now onto the offside. So the deep square leg has come in, and Richard Daniel, the subfielder, is now back on the deep extra cover boundary, and he's bowled in. He's clean bowled in, Sajid Ayub. 2 good 4s, but just prodded rather uncertainly at that one, and has been bowled as a result. Thank you. So good first wicket for Didsbury, and they needed that as well. Fighting start from Georgians, but they lost the first wicket with the score at 21. Sajid Ayub, the man out, bowled for 9, and Faisal Shah comes in to replace him. You might have heard from our effects mic, there was a lot of noise. There's good support for both sides here, and looks like some neutrals as well have come in who were supposed to be at the test match today, but sadly for them nothing to watch there, and they're enjoying themselves too, especially now the bar's open. So a really good atmosphere. It'd be good for all the players to play in something like this. It's the feel of a special match, which it is, a semi-final. Beautiful day to be playing as Faisal Shah plays his first ball out safely from Rohan Agarwal. It's a bit of a mow there from Faisal, but he's got away with it and got off the mark as well. A single for him. So 9 off the over, but a wicket, which I think Didsbury will be more happy with. You can just see that early blow there. Georgians losing their first wicket after a decent start. 22 off 2 overs, but a wicket down. Required rate is round about 9 and over, so they want to make the most of the power play overs, but they don't want to go too gung-ho, lose too many wickets. Really will be the key to chasing anything like this successfully. The wickets in hand that they can manage, but they do have to keep it ticking, of course. And Didsbury generally will be getting through their overs fairly quickly, he says, hopefully. Rahmani's just looking at something now. There's not a lot to look at, Mohammed, because you only have 2 out. You've got third man and deep extra cover out, and that's it. So not a lot else Oh, that's right. So Jamie Collins is now on the field at third man. Richard Daniels done his sub-duty, so he's trudging off. Just threw me temporarily for a moment. So that swan whizzing past the edge of Fazal Shah's bat. So yeah, third man and deep extra cover. The two fielders out of the circle. Another little flirt outside the off stump. Don't away this time. It's just going to be a single. Jamie Collins almost fell over there fielding that. Sanchez saying driving down the ground, but well fielded by the Didsbury captain John Battersby. Played his part in the first innings with a very useful 21 not out of 17 balls. Sanchez saying away, just this time just dropping on for a single. So just 2 off this over. Much better over for Didsbury. Rather loose first over from Mohamed Rahmani. A couple of 4s in Rohan Agarwal's first over. They've just pulled it back nicely for now. Last ball of this third over. It's a big hit from Faisal Shah. He's caught it nicely, but the bowler got a hand to it. Batsmen are going to get through for a couple. Good applause all round. Just 4 off the over. Didsbury much happy with that. 26 for 1 off 3. See the two Didsbury bowlers, as I say, we'll have David Bowman, we'll have Enam Hock. More than likely Finlow's going to have to bowl as well. You see Richard Daniel coming round, has just fielded for 2 overs and he's absolutely beaded with sweat. It's very warm out there indeed. It's a lovely day for cricket. But, hard work. For all the fielders particularly, and the batsmen just running the quick 1s and 2s. Might not look like a lot on your screen, but let me tell you, it does take it out of you. So Sanchez saying to face his first ball from Rohan Agarwal. Just looking at the field, his men are at a deep mid-wicket and deep square leg, and then boundary fielders. It's going to be 1 something. I think that was off the pad, was it? No, umpire's happy that was off the bat, so it's a run. It's 1 for Sanchez Hussain. 27 for 1.
Running, boys.
LBW. Nothing doing from the umpire.
Head on, Baz.
I'll leg by there instead. Be able to see from our view. It looked a bit high, my colleague Neil said. Anyway, it's not out and we get on with the game. Just chopped in that back of a length. Rohan Agarwal quite cleverly, so just another 1. I think just keep these boundaries down, particularly in the power play. Didsbury will be quite happy with that.
Yeah, boys. Yeah, keep ticking.
Single for Fazal Shah, 30 for 1. 188 the requirement in total. Sanchez Hussain's gone big there, and I think he's... Oh, he's picked the man out. He's picked Enam Hock out. I thought he'd run past it. But just out of your shot, you'll have seen the delight of the Didsbury fielders as Enam Hock running round from deep mid-wicket towards long on, clung on to an excellent catch. And what a boost that is for Didsbury. Dangerous Sanchez gone for 10. At 1-4, and he must have thought he cleared the ropes there. He hit it perfectly. Couldn't have hit it any better. And it was just a really, really good catch. It did for him. I'm not going to be delighted, and he showed he was celebrating down there. His teammates, you probably saw, rush towards him, because that really does make a huge difference. Could have been 6, but in fact it's a dot ball, a crucial wicket for Didsbury. A wonderful boost for them. Sean Duckworth comes in, but he's going to be the non-striker because the batsman crossed, so Fazal Shah back on strike. There's umpire Parth Kapoor going. He's come back. He must be exhausted, all this to in and fro he's been doing, Rocky. He's just in position now. Flashed over the short third man. I think that's going to run away for 4 for Fazal Shah. So well to stop it, Jamie Collins, and no, he can't. So there's a blow back for Georgians. 4 off the last ball of that 4th over. 34 for 2. Just got enough bat on it, and with the field up like that, and the ball picking up momentum off the ground. Okay, so we're just checking 1 or 2 messages here and just sorting things out, so we're all good. Mohammad Rahmani is going to bowl the 5th over. The left-handed Sean Duckworth. That's his first ball. 34 for 2, another 154 required. Still that rate, hovering around the 9.5, which is what it's been pretty much from the off for Georgians, so a lot for them to do. It's nicely played by young Sean. No run, and every dot ball is absolute goal for Didsbury. Let's just checking, 42 dots in total in their innings, so effectively 7 overs of dots for them, which is a low number in T20 terms. Only 42 dots. That's really good use of your allocation. Plenty of ones, rotating of the strike. And 2 dots already in this over from Rahmani. On to Sean Duckworth. See that beautifully though. That's brought the dots to an end. That's a lovely shot. Wide off the mid-off fielder. For 4 runs, really orthodox. Off drive. Nicely played by the young man. Getting some congratulations from and encouragement from his more mature partner, shall we say, Neil. Fazal. Well, that's good to do. Good to give the young man some support. We saw an excellent innings from young Adam Slater earlier for Didsbury. Made a huge difference. Sean Duckworth got a lot to do for his side, but to a nice start. A lovely orthodox drive.
Cricket is a funny game, boys. Wrestled about.
Yes, appeal for ABW, but umpire Kapoor not interested. So that's why, because there was bat on it. He's not signalled anything to us, so that's 1 run. He won something. And edge on to pad there. So after that, it's a good first couple of overs for Georgians when they are 22 on the board. It's gone a little bit quiet. 16 off the next 3. So far, 1 ball left in his 5th over. They're already ahead of where Didsbury were after 6 overs though. Didsbury only 38 for 2 after 6. So, oh dear Faisal, steady on. As that 5th over comes to an end. So yeah, 39 for 2 off 5, the Georgians. As I say, Didsbury were only 38 for 2 after their power play of 6 overs. So Georgians ahead of where Didsbury were, but of course they'll need innings and a partnership to equal out of Adam Slater and Jamie Collins, which is much easier said than done. Rowan Agarwal's going to bowl the last over of the power play, when Didsbury probably will push fielders back after that and make it harder for Georgians who know what they have to do. Let's just see where the men are out here. Must have somebody on the leg side. Can't see anybody now, can you? You can see we've got a deep point. And now that's right, Andrew Mashiter, I think that is going out to deep mid-wicket. So Rowan Agarwal round the wicket to the left-hander. That's just short of mid-off. It'll be a mid-on correction. It'll be a single. Bit of a clump from young Sean there. He'll be glad he didn't get hold of it properly, because he might well have been caught if he'd have hit it really sweetly. As it was, so Steve Whiteside who was out at deep mid-wicket originally. He's come back into mid-on now. As Fazal Shah. Big wind-up, but no run. Dot ball out to Andrew Mashiter. So the rate just creeps above 10 for the first time. I think Fazal's going to try and get hold of one of these. Oh, and again, change his mind mid-shot there. And I think Rohan knows he wants to really have a swing of the arms, the batsman, so he's going to drop it a little bit shorter, like that. And that's now 3 dots in a row. And Fazal, I think, is getting a bit frustrated, but he just needs to keep his cool here. From a Georgian's point of view, Didsbury were hoping, of course, he has that rush of blood. Hold on, defended out. This is all good for them. Just 1 run off this over, this last power play over. 4 dot balls in a row, which is just so typical of Rohan, and the control he has as such a young player really is very encouraging. There's the whack again, but straight and well fielded by Andrew Mashiter to cover. And that is a brilliant last over for Didsbury in the power play. Just 1 run off it. So the 6 overs of major fielding restrictions done. And Georgians 40 for 2. Like we were saying, they're ahead of Didsbury, were 38 for 2 at the same stage, just. But it's now going to be Chadraban Kushwa, CS Kushwa, to bowl. A player for our forwards. I've not seen him play this year, but he'll have the luxury of a few more fielders out now. Minimum of 4 in this 30-yard circle. Everybody back straight. It's mid-off, mid-on. There's a point on the boundary. Third man and fine leg, and deep mid-wicket Finlow. Square leg in on the offside. And he's going to come round the wicket. See, that's Kushwa. So he's going to bowl to Sean Duckworth. Tidy start from him. And every dot now will mount the pressure on the Georgians batting lineup. It's already shot above 10.5. So they'll need to just get the board moving with some 1s and 2s, but I think that just like that will do. That's going to be, might be 2, no, just a single. And on the point boundary, puts it in. So presumably over the wicket now for CS Kushwa. And the Adam Slater coming up to the stumps as well, so bit of a risky policy this, I think. It's going to be very accurate here. CSK. Just that one through. Oh, again. his big swings. That's 7 dot balls in a row for him after he got a boundary away. And he'll be feeling the pressure, and understandably so. Just 2 runs in the last 10 balls for Georgians. That's missed the stumps. It's come back off the wicket keeper. The bell's coming off there. But a dot ball. He's got a single at last, has he? Ooh, would have been tight if it had hit, I think. It didn't. But anyway, just 2 from that first over. So, Shreyas Kushwaha, great first over from him. 3 off the last 2 overs in total. And that really puts Didsbury in a strong position. Now 42 for 2 off 7. Acquired rate above 11 now. Suddenly shot up there as Enam Hock is approaching the umpires with cap in hand. Should have just said, of course, apologies for not doing so, that Georgians were bowled their overs in time. The umpires did sensibly give the allowance for the finding of the ball into the business park, and a couple of other drinks requirements for the batsmen, so Georgians were fine. Didsbury still have the same time penalties to stick to, so they need to get on with things as well. They can't just take it easy because they're the side bowling second. It's taken them 25 minutes to bowl 7 overs, so that's a good start so far, but we need to keep moving on as Enam Hock first up for his first over. So he's into Faisal Shah, so down for the single. Didsbury won't mind this at all. Just looking at third man fine leg for the left-hander, deep square leg, deep cover. So Sean Duck with the left-hander, and what to do now? Faisal not being able to get the ball away. So, that's a beauty, first ball from Enam Hock. Very difficult bowler to get away, Enam. Enjoys his finals day. So Didsbury have won this competition 3 years in a row. Wasn't played in 2020, but the 3 years in a row, 2018, 19 and 21. Looking to make it 4, and Enam's been a big part of all of those matches. Another one past the edge. And this is really becoming a problem now for Georgians. They're not even getting the strike rotated. Just had 8 runs off the last 3.5 overs. And that's 14 dots in that time, which is really mounting up. Can't get it past the infield again, Sean Duckworth, and you can see he's getting frustrated too. Yeah, just saying that Didsbury need to get these overs in. It's in this case of the side fielding second, if they're short by the cut-off time, which will be, let's just work that out when we started. That's evaded the wicket keeper, and that is just a bye in the end. Jamie Collins doing some good work on the boundary. Yeah, it's 10 runs per over shy of penalty that's imposed on the fielding side if they're short of their overs. Didsbury should be getting through them by 20-1. It's a bit of noise on our external microphone. Another single down the ground for Faisal Shah, but only ones. So another tight over, just 3 runs from that over. 5 off the last 3, and you can see that from the Georgians batting lineup, the runs and balls some way out. 45 for 2 off 8. And no boundaries now in the last 3 overs either, which they'll be conscious of. Didsbury doing everything right so far. A quest to go into our 4th final in a row. This is, it was nice when the first one they won at Neston back in 2018. That was a pleasant day. It's hit him on the pad. The batsman scampered through for a leg bite. As we were saying, the last 2 years of third 11 finals day have been dogged by bad weather. Played very late in the season, but fortunately today we've got a lovely, lovely day. Let's turn our effects mic down again just shortly. Some people near it. Just having a chat. CS Cush's bowled him. Has bowled Sean Duckworth, coming round the wicket. And another blow for Didsbury, and they take an even firmer grip on this game now. 3rd Georgians wicket, the score at 46. Sean Duckworth bowled for 7. A very nice boundary. His 3rd ball, but couldn't make any real headway after that. Thank you. So he's replaced by James Marr. Sean Duckworth trudging off, disappointed, but did everything he could. It's just a very difficult situation to be in. It's been a very good bowling and fielding side, a huge total to defend. You know you've got a hit. You know the scoreboard's not really moving, and it's a very difficult proposition for any batsman, let alone a young player in a pressure situation like this. As Jimmy James Marr, that's Neil. Comes in to do his best. We've got 2 right-handers back in now. And CS Cushwell will be around the wicket. Oh, it's Pale for a catch behind, and he's gone first ball. Adam Slater standing up, has reacted very smartly there, and James Marr is out first ball, and CS Cushwell's on a hat-trick. Everything going right for Didsbury. 46 for 4 as Carlos Wakefield, the wicket-keeper, comes in. A bit of pressure on him. He's got his dad watching here next to me.
Go on, Ben.
CBC and hat-trick, the new batsman for Stockport Georgians is Carlos Wakefield.
So here comes hat-trick ball. CS Cushwell. Carlos Wakefield, cool as you like. Shoulders, arms, and lets it go through. No faces, an enormous task. 2 a ball now needed for Georgians. Hey, nice hit by Carlos Wakefield. He'll get him off the mark. Might be just 1. I thought it might be 2 for a moment, but just a single. But he keeps the strike. But just 2 runs off that over, and it really is looking almost a mission impossible now for Georgians. 47 for 4 off 9. You can see the Didsbury attack with CS Cushwell there. 2 overs for 3 runs. Namahock, just a miserly first over. the batsman having a chat in mid-wicket. Middle of the wicket. But just got to try and get a partnership going a few overs.
How did you get in? Huh? How'd you get in? In that taxi, I think. Missed the contract. No, because Mitchell went to find a goal.
So Inam Hockin again. Oh, it's down the leg side, that will be a wide. Contributions welcome. The Georgians total. Carefully played back, that's a bit more like it, Enam online. Nicely bowled again, but it's just more dot balls, and there have been too many of them from a Georgians perspective. There were only 42 in total in the Didsbury innings. We've already had 35 in the Georgians' reply, and we're already not even halfway. Too many dots. And that's going to be wided this time, too wide for the umpire's liking. So second wide in the over, so that's a boost at least for them.
Buffalo's at McGuigan! Yeah! Here we go, Buffalo!
No mark in. Carlos Wakefield away this time. It's only going to be a single though. On the inside half of the bat out to mid wicket, so the Georgians 50 is up.
That sounds like a you problem.
Sorry about any bad language you're picking up on our effects, Mike, there. We'll try and get that resolved for you as best we can. Oh, that's a nice shot from Faisal Shah, and I think he's going to find the boundary with that. He has. He's clipped that away off his legs. And the first boundary in almost 5 overs for Georgians. And a lot of dots in that time. ...21 dots in the last 4 overs. Last 5 overs. And no boundary since the 5th. So that's be a welcome relief for Georgians and for Faisal Shah. The 16 now, he is on the ground. Oh, it's a very difficult task for him, but he's going to keep hitting, keep swimming, and good for him. Another wide there down the leg side. And that's a nice shot from Carlos Wakefield. There's 2 here. Yes, as David Bowman comes round to wide, long off. And a couple for Carlos Wakefield. Not had many of those in this innings, but that's a nice way for them to finish. 11 off that over. You can see the effect that all those dots have had on the Georgians' run rate, though. It's slumped right below where it needs to be. It's halfway, 58 for 4. Didsbury were 84 for 2 at this stage, so they're some way behind where even Didsbury were, and an enormous task. 130 needed off this last 10 with just the 6 wickets in hand. So C.S. Kushwa with 2 wickets in the last over, just 2 for 3. He's bowled really well. Well, that's a lovely shot from Fazal Shah. He's got plenty on it and he's gone for 6. There's a man back at long off, but that's gone right over his head. And some encouragement for Faisal. We're just relocating our effects mic from outside. If you can't hear everything, hopefully you can pick up a little bit off mine. There's plenty of noise and a really good atmosphere. Decent little crowd in here. So it's a super day for watching cricket. And Faisal Shah facing. He's gone for the big hit again, but clumped it a bit this time. He's just going to get a single. And 2 mid on. 65 for 4. We've got our effects mic back now. We've relocated it. Still away from spectator. Oh, that was nearly hit back as a return catch, I thought, but must have been just wide of the bowler. I was watching from a slightly different angle than yours picture here. Single for Carlos Wakefield. No ball. No ball for height. I think that's still a free hit. Is that not a free hit, gentlemen? Ah. Oh, I thought that would be a free hit as well, because it's only I thought it was only the height that goes above the head as on one bounce. Anyway, it's not been called a free hit. It's a no ball, 1 run on the total, and Faisal will face another one, and he's had another good clump at that. But the man out on the boundary will stop any chance of more than 2. Now, we're both a bit confused here, because that was definitely called no ball, but we've had we're a ball short, aren't we, Neil? Yeah, we're a ball short. We've forgotten to bowl again the no ball. So, unfortunate. And Enam Hock comes in with a Yorker to start the 12th over, and it's too good for Carlos Wakefield, who's bowled. Just discussing with my fellow scorer Neil Wakefield, Carlos's dad, about the ball short in the last over. A clear no ball called, but it wasn't bowled again. A bit odd. Anyway, it's done now, and that's all gone, and Carlos Wakefield has to depart. He's the 5th man out for 5. Georgians 69 for 5 as Ben Morgan comes out. The Georgians bowlers bowled pretty well considering today. To now an incredible almighty task with the bat. $69 for 5, 119 to win. Well, it's 13 and a half now and over, so looking quite a way beyond Georgians, but you never quite know until it is done.
Batsman for Stockport Georgians is Ben Morgan.
So first wicket for Enam Hock, fairly typical one as well. Nice full ball Yorker. And another one is too good for Ben Morgan. So for the second time in this innings, the Didsbury bowler is on a hat-trick. Chandra Kushwaha earlier, and now Enam Hock with 2 clean bowls. So this looks like, is this Ali Madassa? Yeah. Ali Madassa in to face the hat-trick ball. So I was just chatting with one of the umpires for the second semi-final on after this one. North East Cheshire and Ashley. 2 sides about which I know precisely nothing. But I'm going to get this one done first. So, but it's looking pretty much done for all money now. 69 for 6. Georgians. Pretty hopeless position they're in. Didsbury, as you can have been seeing on your screen, 187 for 4, massive score, a super recovery. The Georgians now 69 for 6. Enam Hock on a hat-trick. Ali Madassa facing, and it's a wide. So technically, still on a hat-trick. Well, the score's increased by 1. Have I ever seen a hat-trick interrupted by a one? I can't think, well, I think you've seen most things, but we'll see what happens anyway. Enam Hock in again. So a hat-trick ball second time. It's defended out nicely by Ali Madassa, who bowled 3 excellent overs, 2 for 6, and really had put the skids under Didsbury early on, but decision was made to take him off, and he bowled the penultimate over from the different end that he, as pars would end. It went for a few. It's just all part of the momentum Didsbury built up, and now that Georgians are sought in vain to do. They had a good first couple of overs, but it's been hard work since then. A couple there for Ali Madassa. Indeed, since that initial flurry from the 2 openers. We've just had 2 4s and a 6. So correction, 3 4s and a 6 in the nearly 10 overs since, and too many of those dot balls. Seen Tim Hughes, one of the Didsbury opening batsmen, work out they need 120. That's batsman play, can't read the scoreboard. 116, Tim. 115 now with that wide. And they'll be a bit annoyed about this Enam Hock. This is a bit untidy. And it's tarnishing his effort so far. Really does make a huge difference if you can keep these wides under control. 6 is not a huge amount, but it's one you'll be giving away. A hearty blow there from Ali Madassa, just a single. Now that is over bowled, and the umpires agree on that one, so there we are. You can just see the Georgians worm all of that good start. It really has tailed off, and the circles, the wickets falling in rapid succession. It doesn't help the batting side develop any momentum at all either. So, let's see, 12 overs bowled. Kushwaha is going to continue, Chandra Kushwaha. Let's have a quick chat.
Not on this lad. The other lad. You're right. Yeah, you go in. Send Collins all the way. Collins.
Just adjusting the field. We need to get on with this, Didsbury. Don't need to be wasting time like this. I want to get the field right. Oh, yes, no, don't run for that. There's a yes-no interlude there. Ali Madassa and Faisal Shah. I think this is the other two teams arriving down at Fine Leg, looks like. It's a nice shot by Ali Madassa, but it's only going to be a single. .7546, the Georgians score, and it's not really been able to get any momentum going at all. Bright first couple of overs, but early wicket soon changed things. And that splendid catch by Inam Hock as well, sadly just off camera. That's a real significant factor. Faisal Shah hammers that one out. It's a big throw from Finlow over the wicket-keeper Adam Slater, but thankfully gathered David Bowman alert at backward square leg. That's a nice shot from Ali Madassa. That's gone for 6, I think. Yes, it has. There's nobody back there. And a nice flowing on drive, lofted on drive from Ali Madassa. And that's a welcome boundary. Faisal Shah hit one at the start of the 11th over. And now Ali Madassa's matched him. Similar kind of shots as well, both nice straight hits. 82 for 6. That'll give him a bit of heart. And that's another nice shot down the ground. I think it'll only be one though. I think Fazal's going to struggle for the quick turnaround. He's got one ball to face in this 13th over, and I'm going to suggest Neil he'd be better off just staying on dotting this and leaving Ali to have a swing at a few. Looks well capable of clearing the boundary, but well, he's kind of done that more by accident than design. 9 off the over, so 83 for 6 off 13. 105 required off the last 7. That's not going to be too much. You can see the partnerships for Georgians are that bright opening stand. Only too brief, though, only lasted 3 overs. And the 23 that Faisal and Carlos Wakefield put on the highest of the innings, and you're going to need more than that. Didsbury had 2 excellent partnerships. 96 for the 3rd wicket, and then 51 unbroken for the 5th, which powered them to that huge score. 187 for 4. Now see, this is the sort of silly thing that goes on. Enam's gone back to his mark, realised he's still got his cap on, and he has to trot up to the umpire to give it him back, and we waste more time. Dear me. Anyway, let's get on with it now. Enam, 2 wickets in his last over. Oh, and that's spun out of Rohan Agarwal's hands at the backward square leg. Just a single. Nobody behind him, so good job you got something on that to stop that. That's a nice hit from Faisal Shah, but again finds the fielder. Finlow is getting some applause from the gathered spectators on the balcony. As I was saying, a lot have come down to watch hoping to watch cricket at Old Trafford today, but nothing for them there, so many have come down here, and it's a really good crowd out for third 11 finals day on a lovely day. And so that's powered out again for another single. More applause for Finlow. Probably quite enjoying this down there. 86 for 6. Still a target looks too much for Georgians to take on, but they'll want to keep hitting, try and find some more boundaries if they can. Faisal Shah, I think Finlow in action again, and he's round again. and he's become the target of the crowd's attention. Fielded 4 balls in a row, and that's out. That'll appear for LBW, but it's a dot ball. Didsbury will be happier with that. So they've just got to keep focused now. They know they've done enough, and they're all but through to their 4th consecutive final. But they just want to finish the job off well. Oh, what a catch! Adam Slater's caught it. What a catch that is! A fine diving catch to end the 14th over, and Adam Slater, after that super 79 of 39 balls earlier,
Let's go.
now got 2 catches behind the stumps. And he's pretty much the standing wicketkeeper as well. Finlow should have been keeping, but maybe needed to bowl. So he's gone behind the stumps and he's caught a super catch there. Taking the applause of the crowd. He's a good fielder, Adam, anyway. He's a very good pair of hands. But that was an excellent catch. We need to have a change of bowling at this end. And we are going to have Finlow. Maybe needed for the final. So this will be a first for me because I've never seen him bowl. He normally keeps wicket. And his admirers in the crowd are already giving him plenty of encouragement. 6 overs remaining. A rather unlikely 101 needed for Georgians to pull off a miracle. Faisal Shah has batted through 29 not out. As Finlow is in. And one's gone, I'm not going to say whistling past the outside edge because I think that would be over-egging it somewhat. It's proceeded past the outside edge. This one here. Oh, it's gone through Rahmani's hands at wow, long off. It's gone for 4. Couldn't see if there was a fielder coming round to get it. There was Mohammad Rahmani. Finlow, you can see shaking his head in disbelief there. That would have been a similar kind of catch to the one Ian Hop took earlier on the run. Ball really travelling. Got hold of it nicely, did Faisal. Into the 30s now, on 33. 35 balls, and he's done his level best to get his side somewhere near. Oh! There's a throw for a run out, which I think would have gone if had it hit, but missed. Coming in from Steve White's side at backward point. Single is the result. 92 for 7. Stockport Georgians.
Wait.
1-2.
Finish? Yeah, it's fine.
That's full ball. Nice shot from Ishak. They're going to go for 2. They are. He's going to have to hurry. Gets home in time though.
Don't worry.
Right into the gap. A couple for him. Oh, it's gone through. It's nearly hit the helmet. That's going to be 4 byes, I think. It's 4 byes. That's the net result. And young Adam Slater will be disappointed with that. Second lot of those that have got past him. There's Georgians near 100. 98 for 7. It's getting warmer. Seemingly by the minute out there. Oof. He's got a big thick edge on that. Well fielded by Rohan Agarwal. Fine third man. Keeps it to 1. So there's 5 overs remaining, and I think we're in the closing stages of the game. Finlow's over goes for 8. He'll tell you there's a drop catch. 12 in total off it with the 4 byes, so a better one for Georgians, but nothing like what they need, of course. And we are going to see some spin from David Borman, just organising things. Ian M. Hock bowled out 3 for 22 from 4 excellent overs for him. David Borman, left arm over the wicket spin, and he's got his 3 men back at deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. I think, yes, we have got a man down at long off. There's a lot of people down there. The 2 teams for the second semi have arrived and are congregated down there, so huge clutch of people. Deep extra cover as well. There's an appeal for a stumping first ball. There's Moise Ishak. I don't know if he's faced David before, but will have been in several minds as to what to do with that delivery. It's the time it takes to get down to him, and in the end was caught in 2-man's land. Oh, this time safely down the ground for a single to bring up the Georgians 100. Too little too late, you feel for them now. It has been for a little while in truth, I think, that clatter of wickets going down. Didsbury twice on a hat-trick, 2 Didsbury bowlers on hat-tricks at different points. So Faisal Shah, what will he do? Oh, he's gone as so many do, gone too early. But David Borman. And again, if anything, David bowling it slower. He just has to watch the ball right onto the bat. Temptation is to just go too early. That's a quicker one. Oh, again, he's missed it again. The fellow commentator Neil Wakefield just expressing wonder. He's got hold of that one, has he? Yes, he's cleared the fit. No, he's not cleared the fielder. It was caught, but pushed back inside the boundary. They've run 1, and yeah, he's given us 1 run. There was some doubt as to whether the fielder would touch the boundary at the same time. I couldn't tell. A single is the result. Just 4 overs remaining, and you can see the Georgians follow on task. Now that run rate that just never really kicked on from those good first couple of overs. Finlow is going to come in again to Faisal Shah, 35 not out. Oh, he's bowled in, and Finn will be delighted with that, and you can see rightly so. There's a huge round of applause for him as Faisal Shah's innings 35 off 41 comes to an end. With a 6 and 3/4s, did his best, but pretty hopeless task when he came in. Very difficult for all the Georgians batters. A huge total to concede. And he departs, Faisal Shah, for, as I say, a well-made 35. Far and away the best contribution for Georgians. Brings captain James Tilley out to bat as the 8th Georgians wickets goes. Good applause for Faisal Shah. Nice for him. Got a smile on his face. He's disappointed he didn't really get hold of David Borman. He nearly cleared, well, he was nearly caught. Fielder pushed the ball back in, having caught it because he was going over the boundary. Just a single. Don't play that, please, gentlemen. Thank you. So James Tilley, the Georgians captain, in to face Finlow. We'll probably be pushing for the new ball in the final, I think, at this rate. That's short. Oh, goodness me. And looks so far away to being chopped on. James Tilley, but he survives. Oh, and James Tilley away with a single. Oh, he's going for two. He's got a... it's almost in slow motion. David Bowman sprawling at square legs, parried the ball, it got away. He got up in instalments, threw it in, and James Tilley, it's like a goose step down the pitch instead of a sprint, but he got home, he got 2 runs. Let's just change it, actually, it was 2, wasn't it, not 1. So James doing a disservice there. Not that time. Oh, no ball has been bowled for height, I presume, so not a free hit. Again, now, I thought it would be a free hit, but not. Now, Neil, let's see if it can count this time. Indeed. Push out and put it round. Just 1 this time. 1 this time. So, there are still 2 balls remaining. I think the umpires have agreed that. Moishan gets a single down the ground. We've got another ball, gentlemen, have we? Yes, we have. Still agreeing to go. Yeah, we've agreed it together. There is 1 more ball remaining in this 17th over. It's for the ramp. Misses. And that should be over, and is over. Over from Finlow, 1 for 13 for him, for his 2. I'll be delighted with that wicket. You see the Manhattan there, that the Georgians' rate has never been anything like Didsbury's, only briefly ahead for those first couple of overs, but in the crucial stages just kept falling further and further behind. So 3 overs remaining. David Bowman is going to bowl, and Ishaq, beg his pardon, is going to face. Got a single off the 2 balls he faced in the last over from David Bowman. He's got a single down the ground off the first one this time. So James Tilley now will be very keen to get some bat on this, I would imagine. This will go down in style. He's floated it right up. He's been bowled. James Tilley stays aghast on one knee. Saw it, went for clearing the car park, and in the end missed it altogether. Clean bowled. 107 for 9, and Sid Samuel, the last man, comes out. Game almost done here. So Didsbury will be through to a 4th consecutive T20 final. I think that's looked fairly probable for some time now, but we can say that with confidence. So Sid Samuel, the last man, coming out. Applause for James Tilley, the Georgians captain. He's got a smile on his face too, which is good to see. So game almost done here. David Bowman, his first wicket, 1 for 3 for him. It's tossed right up and almost caught and bowled. Sid Samuel will get a run.
More air, please, more air.
Oh, he's a shot down the ground. Another single. Oops. Clumsy fielding. There might be 2 here. And there is going to be 2. That's a little bit sloppy. But long off. A couple of runs. 110 for 9. So groundsman Ian Barber keen to get out there. He's going to prepare another pitch, I think, for the second semi-final. It's clumped down the ground. Well fielded, though, coming round from mid-wicket. Mohamed Rahmani, single, 111.49. Appeal for LBW, but not out. So just 2 overs remaining, and just a couple of academic overs. Really, Finlow will want to finish it off with a second wicket. As, you can see that worm, Didsbury's after a sticky start. That magnificent innings from Adam Slater, a splendid partnership with Jamie Collins, and then later Jamie Collins and John Battersby. Running a rapid 51 in 5 overs. Final over for Finlow, penultimate one of the match. What was the difference there that helped the Didsbury require? There's some. No, come on, boys. Again, they're thrown beyond the bowler, and the bowler not expecting somebody else to go and get it. Still a bit untidy. Anyway, Finlow in again. Where's the shot facing? He's going to try and ramp him. Fair play. Right, as well. Let's run again past the bowler. Could have been an overthrow, but wasn't. Umpire talking to the batsman about something. A little bit exercise, but sorting that out. Full toss. There we go, just one. There's a shot. He's on to 10. Pleased to have made double figures. More buys this time, I think. One something. Now he's got a bit of bat on it. So single. Sid Samuel. Jammed down into his pad, the batsman. So just one more ball for Finlow to try and claim his second wicket. I'm not really sure he'll be desperate to do that. Oh, that's a full toss though. Is it going to be caught? It's caught. He has done it. Andrew Masheter has caught it. And has confirmed what we knew for some time, that Didsbury have won the game by 74 runs and will progress through to their 4th consecutive T20 final. Georgians all out 113 with Moise Ishaq, the last man, caught by Andrew Masheter. Finlow for 10. Finlow finishes with 2 for 15. And you can see the partnerships for Georgians never really got going at all. Good first couple of overs, but such a lot of runs to chase that Didsbury got. Georgians pushing the field back after a very successful power play. And Didsbury taking advantage. So they ran up 187 for 4 and then bowled Georgians out for 113. So they're through to the final. We'll have the second game between North East Cheshire and Ashley for you in a short while. But for now, we'll just leave you with the facts and figures, and the next stream will continue in a short while.